Brian, let's just start off with your performance in Game 1. Pretty much off the plane, show up, put on a show at BP, knock out a few hits. Oh, and let's pitch a little bit too. I mean, just have you even had a chance to sort of take a breath and realize? I mean, I know it was just an exhibition, but that's quite an accomplishment, kind of whirlwind kind of day for you.
Yeah, I mean, Noel and I got on the flight around 12:30, took off, got in town, and then picked it up in the airport, got some lunch, and then just kind of scrambling, getting our uniform together and getting ready to stretch. I was just going out there relaxed, trying to put some good swings together, and arm felt good. I had a pretty good time off, and then I threw a little bit at the World Series, so my arm felt fresh. I was ready to go.
When was the last time you threw in the World Series compared to throwing yesterday?
I threw at the World Series on Tuesday, Tuesday's game, and the second and final game, and then the time before that was at the SC tournament.
There are a lot of guys here on both these teams who, do the two-way thing. Not as many once you get to college. I mean, how important was it for you to be able to do both for as long as somebody would let you?
I think my whole life I grew up to where somebody always told me when I got to high school you were going to have to pick one, and then when you got to college you were going to have to pick one. When you played summer ball you're going to have to pick one, and it's always, everyone keeps saying it, but I always I'm always let to do both. So I just take it for what it's worth, and just thankful to have the opportunity to do both.
Now you do know that you'll finally hit a point probably in about a year where someone is going to you're going to have to pick one.
Yeah.
I would imagine by now you've made peace with that. You're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with picking one, and whatever one it is, I hope to do my best at it, work as hard as I can to be the best ability at that.
Now, if you got to choose, and that's not always how it works obviously, but if you got to choose, is there one that you would pick over the other?
I would say pitching. I mean, it's just always come natural to me, where I've always, when I was younger, I always played first, and then always just came off the first base to pitch, and just came in to throw. I don't know, both are fun. I just pitching, just love going out there and competing.
Well, it sounds like for the most part, scouts do see you on the mound more than as a hitter, so that might work out for you. The one thing they say about guys who do the two-way thing is that once they just focus on one, there can be pretty good improvements because you've sort of split your focus. Is that something you realize is the upside of finally letting one go, is that you'll be able to concentrate on just one?
I mean, if that's true, that's awesome. That means I'll be a little bit better at pitching, and I mean, who doesn't want to get better? I feel like if you just, you're going to have to put in some extra time always. Like in college, I usually have to stay after and hit a little bit more after doing all the pitching stuff, but if you put in the hard work, it all pays off, so that's all I try to do.
How difficult is it? I know you like you said, that you play a position, then you have to go warm up. Even yesterday you were DHing, so it was a little bit easier. But I mean, is it hard to switch your focus when you're warming up to come in a game, or even from game to game if it's one you're starting?
No, actually, I feel like it makes it a lot easier. You're in the game, you know what's going on. I mean, you really got to stay focused because, I mean, yesterday they threw every new pitcher every inning, so you're trying to watch the pitcher in the bullpen warm up. You're always paying attention to what's going on and knowing the score and knowing the umpire strike zone from hitting, and so I feel like it helps me out a lot.
The way you swung the bat yesterday and even in BP today, obviously you're not a slouch hitting. All things go well and you end up pitching hopefully a National League team, so at least you get to swing it for occasionally every fifth day.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, I would love the opportunity, and I'm just thankful to hopefully get an opportunity to play at the next level and be able to move on with my baseball career.
Last question for you. A lot of guys, after playing deep into Omaha, and especially with things not finishing probably obviously the way that you wanted, would have said, all right, I'm done, I need to wrap things up. But I know that you've done the Team USA thing a few times before. How important was it for you to just sort of turn the page quickly on Omaha and get here and be able to play for USA Baseball again?
I think it was important. I mean, it's obviously didn't end the way I would have liked it to at the World Series, but once the game was over, it was a little emotional leaving some of the players at UF that are leaving, with some of the seniors and the guys that are going into the draft. But put it behind us and try to focus on next year now. And coming here, I mean, it's an honor to be able to play for your country and play in that uniform over there. So you got to put it behind you and you got to come out and play for your country. It's just an honor to be able to play for your country, and I think that's the biggest thing.